Hello, everybody. How we doing today? Happy Friday. I'm Craig. This is the Spirit of Vinyl. Hope you guys all had a great week. I'm back for another episode. We'll start off the weekend. Cheers, everybody. Oh, yeah. Listen to that. Sounds good, right? Wonderful way to start off a Friday night. All right. So today I'm going to talk about um, I've got a tag here that Peter started over at Music as a Journey. It's probably been at least a month and a half ago. It's a summer tag. I figure it's still summer. I can do this. So this is the summer vinyl tag for Peter over at Music as a Journey. He did this live stream a while back, and I didn't write the note, and I didn't go back and check, so I can't remember who he was with. But you guys will know or whatever. So, and I wrote notes try to keep up, but I didn't write all the notes, so some of this is going to be, I'm going to be guessing or whatever. So, okay, so we'll just get right to it. I've got like 19 or 20 records to show here. So, number one for the summer tag, it says show an album with a sun on it. So, the first album I picked to show with the sun, this is Gojira's Magma. There's your sun right there. And yeah, pretty cool. Gojira's a very cool, I guess you could call him kind of a technical death metal band. Guess wise, I don't know. Sounds great, like great metal to me. So yeah, there you go. An album with the sun on the cover. Gojira's Magma. So, question number two, there are 3 months in summer, so I want you to show a trio. So here we go. This is a Stray Cats built for speed. There's 3 of them right there. Sorry about the glare. I know. We should take him out of the sleeve. That's what Vinyl Richie says. Take him out of the sleeve. So there we go. Stray Cats. There's a trio: Slim Jim Phantom, Brian Setzer, and Lee Rocker. Great album. I'd like to get more Stray Cats, but every time I see Stray Cats, this is the album that's out there. All the other ones, can't find the damn things anywhere out in the wild. All right. The next question says, show an album for one of the 4 summer zodiac signs. Number one, there's only 3 zodiac signs, so I don't know what you guys are saying about 4, but I know the zodiac sign that I need to go with, and that is Leo. Leo starts in July, which we're in right now, and goes through August. And my wife is a Leo, so I figure I'll pick Leo. And which was hard. I'm looking at album covers trying to figure out what is Leo, lions and solar powers and different things like that. And I ended up Googling it and using ChatGPT or whatever. And it says one that is really showing the Leo is this one right here, Power Slave by Iron Maiden. Due to the solar worship that is all over the cover and everything else, and the cats and all of that. This is very Leo oriented. You got a sun, you got a pyramid, you've got cats on each side of Eddie right there, you got sphinxes. So, yes, this album is definitely Leo oriented. All right. Number 4, talk about a drinking song. So, since we're drinking, go ahead and have a drink on me. And I will have a drink on me, which is the song I'm talking about, which comes from AC/DC Back in Black. Have a Drink on Me on here. Great summertime album all the way through, in my opinion. This album is a summertime album. You get certain feelings with records, and I really feel like AC Back in Black is definitely a summertime record. And the song Have a Drink on Me is definitely a drinking song. So, all right. Number 5, show the 219th album in your collection. Can't figure out why they came up with 219. Not sure. Maybe I should have wrote that down a little bit better. And I was going through, 219. How is that done? depending on how you sort, I sort my collection by genre, so I can't just count from one to whatever. So I just went to Discogs and went to the 219th album that I put in Discogs, which is not necessarily the 219th album I bought or whatever, but it is the 219th one I entered into my Discogs category. So, and that is Megadeth, Killing Is My Business, and Business Is Good. This is the final Kill cut. Very good, it's their debut album. Very raw, and the final Kill is cool because it's got a second disc with a bunch of live stuff, early live rarities and things like that on there. So for how I was cataloging records and putting them in, this is the 219th album in my collection. Okay, song with cold or ice in the title is is prompt number 6. And I'm going with Metallica's Ride the Lightning with the song Trapped Under Ice. Freezing, can't hear my calls. Yeah, Trapped Under Ice. Dying to live, I'm trapped under ice. Number 7. Flag Day is in the summertime in the United States. It is Flag Day on, I think it was June 14th, if I remember correctly. So it says to show an album with a flag on a cover. This is not an American flag, but this is definitely a flag, and this is the Cars Panorama. This is a checkered flag. Whoever wins the race. So, Cars Panorama, there's your flag right there. Okay. Number 8, July 1st is Canada Day. Show a Canadian band. Well, I had a few Canadian bands, and then my buddy Mark over at Twanger's Turntable sent me a whole bunch of Canadian stuff, so I showed that a little while back when that came in. But I'm showing this one again. This is Headpins, Turn It Loud. I really dig this record, man. I am so glad he sent this to me. This is really, really cool stuff. So, Headpins is a Canadian band. And this is Turn It Loud, and this is a great record. It's really good, fun rock and roll. Very cool stuff. Darby Mills on lead vocals. She's a great singer. This is very cool stuff. So, Headpins. Okay, Dog Days of Summer. Show an album that is a dog, or an album that you think is a dog, and this one's easy for me, and if you know me and you've watched this enough, you know I bought this record not that long ago. I listened to it and says this album is terrible. I don't care what everybody says. This album is a dog, and that is Hotel California by the Eagles. I bought this record because it's Hotel California by the Eagles. It sold 20 million copies plus. Every vinyl record collector should have this in their collection. This album blows. So this album is a dog, and I will show this every time I'm asked to show a terrible record or an album I think is terrible that other people think are good or whatever. I will always show this until I get rid of this damn thing, which I think might be soon, actually. All right, summer camp. Summertime is time for summer camp. Show a band that has horns in it because you get woke up with reveille and, all that. So show a album with horns in it. So, this is NoFX, White Trash, Two Heaps and a Bean. This has the song Johnny Appleseed in there. There's trumpet in here. Fat Mike plays the trumpet. And plays it live during NoFX shows. And yeah, there's trumpets all over NoFX albums. So, very cool. But yeah, there we go. White Trash, Two Heaps and a Bean by NoFX. An album with horns on it. Okay, number 11. July 27th is Houseplant. Take Your Houseplants for a Walk Day. Show an album with a plant on the cover, or with plants on the cover. I had one in mind, and I looked at the cover, and I'm like, oh, there's not a plant on there. Not on the cover, anyway. So I passed, and I went to this. This is Bow Wow Wow. See Jungle, go join your gang. Yeah. City all over, go ape crazy. They are in the woods. She's laying on plants there. There's a bush back there. There's a tree over their head right there. So yeah, Bow Wow Wow, Sea Jungle, and the longest album title in the history of man. Okay, number 12, Summer Blockbuster Movie Time. Show its soundtrack. I am showing my favorite soundtrack of all time, and this is probably the record I have owned the longest. I've probably had this since I was 11 or 12 years old, and that is the soundtrack to Grease. I still spin this to this day. I still love every song on this. I always have. I've loved all these songs. I love this movie. And yeah, I have very few soundtracks, honestly. So, but this is one. I love this soundtrack. It's been a favorite of mine. This is the same copy I've had since, like I said, I was probably 11 or 12 years old when I got this, somewhere around there. So there we go. Summer Blockbuster. All right, 13 is Cat Night and Witch Night. Show an album with a cat or a witch on the cover. So I am picking, this is Demi Borger, Godless Savage Garden, and that woman on the cover is a witch. I would assume she is a witch, very witchy. I'm going to say she's a witch. Kind of looks like it. She's kind of got green skin and everything else. So there we go. Demi Borger, Godless Savage Garden. Very cool black metal type sound here. I really dig this. When I'm in the mood, I have to be in the mood for this style of music, but I really dig this record. So there we go. All right, number 14, Road Trip Song. Show an album with a road trip song. I am picking White Zombie, Devil Music Volume 1, Los Sex Arresto, Devil Music Volume 1, and the song Thunder Kiss 65. Song all about a car and about driving down the road, pure death and all that. So, that's actually Black Sunshine, which is also on here. So there we go, both road trip songs, Thunder Kiss 65 and Black Sunshine. To me, both of those are road trip songs. Black Sunshine is about a car and about driving fast, so that one probably fits better for a road trip song. So White Zombie, Los Sex Arresto, Devil Music Volume 1. All right, and the final prompt 15 is Heat. Says to show 4 bands that spell out the word heat. So for the H, this is my Heart album, Greatest Hits Live. So there's your H right there. Great band. This is Heart's a great band. I had a lot more Heart. I did kind of purge recently, but I did keep this one with the Greatest Hits in the Live. That's all I really need. And on the E, I went with the Eurythmics in the Garden. Which fits this summer thread because they're hanging out in a garden and gardening is summertime stuff. So the Eurythmics in the Garden. For the A, I picked Alice in Chains. This is Facelift. What can be said about this band other than it's Alice in Chains? Can't go wrong there. And for the T, the Mighty Twisted Sister with Under the Blade. And that's how you spell out heat. All right, that's everything, guys. That's the entire prompt. And hell, that didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. It took me longer to pull all the damn albums out. So there you go, Peter. Peter's a hell of a nice guy. He's a fun watch. Go over and check his channel out. I'll put a link down below, as per usual, to the original on this and to Peter's channel. Go give him a like if you haven't already. Like I said, he's a really fun guy to watch. So, thanks again for hanging out with me and hanging out. I hope you're enjoying the summer. It's been real hot here. It's gotten a little bit better, but it's starting to rain right now. So cooling off just a bit here in the south. So, all right. Thanks again, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend and we'll talk to y'all later.